Hello. My name is Tanvir. Oh shit, मैं fuck हो गया यार. Hello. Welcome to First Past the Post. My name is Tanvir, and joining me as always is our resident Man City fan, Mishra, who's laughing right now, next to Pep smiling or not smiling, depressed face, and we have a special guest, Shibong, the Chelsea fan. Hello guys, how are you?
Yes,
He's the
I'm here, guys.
B-Tech
I'm here.
he's the B-Tech AngryRantMan. He's Bengali and likes Chelsea.
That is true. Hey, is Randman Bengali? I thought he's South Indian, dude.
That was no,
No, he
he's
was
Bengali.
Bengali.
He's Bengali. I thought he's like from Bangalore or something.
Yeah,
He keeps calling everyone Bukka Chodu,
no.
dude. Come
That's why I
on.
was so worried about being on YouTube, man.
No,
I
this is
know I'm
perfect.
going to
This
be
is perfect.
labeled as.
No, you have to. We need to see a rant. No, so let's get into this. You guys are the finalists of the Champions League. Let's move to Chelsea first. Did not expect this with Frank.
Yeah, we did not. Honestly, the thing is, the football that we're playing right now, we were hoping to get that from Frank. We didn't really expect it. But like after the transfers that we had this season, that was always the dream, that we're going to start playing that football towards the end of the season. I think there's not going to be a single Chelsea fan who's going to say that they didn't, hope for Frank to do it and have his own legacy thing, go on to like be the manager of Chelsea for 20 years. Obviously, that didn't happen. But just watching this happen, watching every game, how solid Chelsea is overall, it's something else.
Like in the beginning,
I remember like this after the semi, I was.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. After the semi, I just remember I was I was almost in tears.
See,
It
like,
was so good to be a part of this again.
see, yeah. In the beginning,
No, that's the gist of it, right?
Yeah. What happened with what I saw in Tuchel, I barely watched Chelsea, but what I saw is that in the beginning you guys didn't score all that much, but now, especially considering the match that I saw against City over the past weekend, you were amazing. City just didn't turn up. Speaking of which, I can see Mishra's expression.
We didn't care enough
Yeah.
because we already have the Premier League in the bag. So fuck off.
No, but how much does it show that Tuchel has done this with half
No,
a
I'm
season,
I'm
and
like
Pep Guardiola has taken so much investment and so many years
I'm
to actually
ready.
make it to the finals.
I think it would be stupid of me if I were to say I'm not worried about the UCL final, simply for the fact that this team has had taken a final from us when it taken a probable trophy from us in the FA Cup, and this team has also gone again to beat us in the Premier League. I know it for a fact that we did not play our strength. We
Neither
did
did
not play their
they, to be
strength.
honest. They didn't either.
That's what I'm saying. Neither
Yeah,
did any of
I
us
don't think
play our
either of the
strengths.
teams were. Yeah.
But simply for the fact that this team under Tuchel, without a doubt, there is not a single speck of doubt that City is the better team on the paper. But the robust mindset with which Tuchel's Chelsea is playing, I'm actually very scared of them.
Yeah, do you think it has gotten into City's minds because they've lost in the FA
It's a team
Cup?
that you don't want to play. Yeah.
Yeah, they've lost in the league. You've had a football heritage, in the words of Jose Mourinho, a heritage of
Yeah,
losing to Chelsea this season.
yeah.
So it's got,
That
and
is
you're not winners.
that is what I'm actually worried about. That's the legitimately the only thing which I'm worried about is that Pep is going to do something really stupid. He's going to overthink which people he want to play that day on 29th of May, and he's going to shit the bed. And what is Pep trying to do? There's one thing which Pep should be very clear with, that he's not good with mind games. Saying that now I know Tuchel's strategy, you idiot. You're not Jose Mourinho. Do not do that. तुझे नहीं आता गंजे.
No, the thing is, like, ever since Tuchel did take over, he's been sticking to that back three, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You would have expected him to try something else. He did that once against. I remember which I can't forget. I can't remember which game that was, but he tried a 4-3-3 and it failed. We didn't do really well with that. So he's been sticking to that back three over and over.
Yeah, and the most
I
impressive
think that's
part,
what's really good to look at. Yeah.
the most impressive part about Chelsea was I can't believe they actually beat Atletico Madrid. Like Porto, I get, but the moment they were drawn against Madrid, I thought, you're gone. It's over.
So no one is
Yeah.
actually no one is recognizing the fact that Tuchel has in this tenure itself has beaten two of the biggest giants in Spanish football. No one is taking that into account. They beat Atletico Madrid. They took out Real Madrid. It's a very big task to do
Yeah,
that.
so that's why I want to know from a City fan how telling this is, because Tuchel took over mid-season from a really depressed, completely sad squad, and they reached the Champions League final, whereas Pep Guardiola took ages and so much investment to finally get so far.
I
What
think
does it
that is
show
what that
about
is.
coaching and mentality?
I, I think that is what I have said time and again about Pep Guardiola. That with Pep, this guy needs to keep his ego aside. This guy needs to keep football more naturalistic in the terms of how a team is. I think the very fact that he has invested almost $1 billion just to, have a very strong defense, which is the case right now in the league as well. I think it speaks volumes to the fact that he does not have that robust a mindset like Tuchel. Because had that been the case, then we would have been in the finals last year or last year or last year. But that doesn't matter. The very fact that Tuchel has achieved with PSG and Chelsea something which Pep has failed to since Bayern, which is also one of the best squad in the world, is it
Yeah.
speaks very much to the how the managerial aspect of the footballing goes within the clubs.
Yeah, yeah, that's
No
fair
one is
enough,
actually
man. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. No one is actually recognizing the part that Tuchel has, gone on to be the finalist with PSG and Chelsea now.
yeah.
It's brilliant.
That's great. That's a good point.
And
I actually
I think
want
also
to,
what's
go on.
yeah, what's really underrated is that even Tuchel's performance with PSG, it's really often, it's not discussed often enough that his win percentage was one of the best in of any PSG managers. It's not just that he had a great team; his man management was amazing. He actually managed two of the biggest egos, if I may say so, in Mbappe and
He
Neymar.
did.
And
He
To be
did, no doubt.
perfectly honest, I didn't I didn't rate Tuchel at PSG because I just figured that if you have Neymar and Mbappe, you just give them the ball. And I just
yeah,
figured
yeah,
if you do that,
yeah,
you'll win. I realized he was revolutionary in
yeah,
Dortmund, but I didn't rate him at PSG, and I screwed up because I can see the passion that he has, even on the pitch and on the sidelines, the energy he gives, how he motivates players. It is
That's what
actually
that
fantastic to
is
watch.
what that is what Tanmay. The thing is, even when he like there was this time where it was the third week of him in the squad, and he was having there was a video about him which I saw on the Chelsea Football Club YouTube channel that he was giving Kai Havertz shooting pieces in the training ground with him shooting the ball and actually telling him how to go about it. Now that kind of an involvement with a player one to one, like
Yeah,
one on one with
yeah,
everyone in the squad, it's something which builds a rapport with the
yeah,
player
yeah.
for the player to trust them enough.
Right, but that's the thing, right? Because in Germany, they don't have managers; they have coaches,
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
like, it's a very
And
English
they've been
concept to
building
have
some
managers.
great teams. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. So, and speaking of how he's motivating players, one person who is still okay is, of course, your boy Timo Werner.
yeah.
I
yeah,
understand it's a
yeah.
confidence issue, but dude, he's always offside. For a fast player, how annoying must it be?
Do you not see the same issue with Sterling? Oh, sorry, Jesus. It's
See,
legitimately the same issue with Jesus. वो भी वही करता है.
Hon-
He
Honestly, though,
mostly
I'm going to
falls
just come
offside.
out and say it. Yeah, but to be fair, and this is, I'm actually being very honest with myself while saying this. I am not disappointed with Timo Werner this season. Like, I am really disappointed with some of his misses. Obviously, I'd be stupid if I'm saying that he shouldn't be putting those in. But his work ethic is
yeah,
insane.
It's
It is
brilliant.
absolute
The
nuts.
way the thing is, it's not about it. With him, I think he is a striker and a false nine in the same player because the
he's an
way he
inside
moves
forward.
around the
Yeah,
ball,
Yeah,
the way he
yeah,
moves around the ball, the way he moves around the ball, creating so many spaces and showing the fact that there are a couple of defenders on him all the time to make
yeah.
space for people like Mason Mount to give shots. I think things like these make him a valuable asset to the
To
local
the
side.
team, yeah, and not just for himself. The
yeah,
thing is, I
Yeah,
always found him when he was running in Chelsea. Especially it pisses me off when a fast player is offside
mm,
and blatantly offside. It really pisses me off.
mm,
It does with Rashford and it does with Timo Werner. Chelsea are
yeah.
rivals for sure, but as a football fan, it's the most annoying thing. And what I find about Timo Werner is that he runs like a headless chicken. I want him to get the confidence. I want him to get the confidence to start scoring goals for his sake, because he's fresh to the Premier League, he's fresh to England. But I don't know. He's gotten assists, but I don't think he's been. The reason Chelsea bought him was for goals, right? I think
But
I
I
actually
think- I
rate
think-
Havertz.
Yeah.
I think Havertz has improved so much under Tuchel. What
I'm
do
not
you
gonna
think?
lie.
Shubham?
I think
The thing is, also another thing that people ignore about Havertz is he's been running a lot. Every game, he's been outrunning Kante most games whenever he plays. That is nuts in itself,
I
because
saw
Kante
the
is all over the
stats.
pitch. And
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
Yeah.
going
super
to.
impressive.
I'm just going to say one thing right now.
Go on.
Just this one thing right now. Angolo Kante and Mount.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
City somehow manages to control these two players, they have the Champions League in their bag. But even the slightest of space is given to Mount, he is going to shoot the ball, and Addison will let that go past him. I know that for a fact. I also know it for a fact our attack, if in its full strength is given the chance, they will make Chelsea's defense cry. But these two players are the very foundation of whatever Chelsea is right now.
I think a
to
lot
be
of
honest, I'm
plays.
going to have to disagree with that.
Yeah, it's a lot from the wings as well, the wing backs, no?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is. And
look at-
Reece James.
yeah, exactly.
Reece James.
Reece James,
It's amazing.
James, I agree with the fact that the left wing back, yeah, I know, I get that point, but
Yeah, Alonso is shit
Again,
defensively. Alonso is
But
crap
But
defensively.
Alonso going forward is really
Alonso
good.
going forward is
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's amazing.
He's
Exactly.
brilliant.
Going forward is brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is, the most impacting performances by if I were to pick two Chelsea players who had the most impacting performances in the past 5 games, even in the CL, I'm going to pick these two players.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
have
especially
out-
Conte.
It's-
Conte,
Yeah.
he's been revitalized, because I think
Dude,
under
he-
Lampard there was a slip in performance as well, right?
There was,
think
and he
this
was
is-
injured for a while as well. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't
I
his
think
best
he-
time.
I think he
There
won
was-
twice the man of the match with the CL, right? The both Madrid matches.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
did. I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want
And,
to see him smile. He's such a cutie. You know?
Yeah, he's a very nice guy, dude.
You know what's the most astounding part about all of this is that Lampard was actually considering selling Conte for
what?
Declan Rice. Yeah, that was the thing.
Declan
He
Rice
wanted Declan Rice.
is a great player.
He's great. He's great. Yeah.
But
But right
the
now-
work rate of Conte it's different level, man.
You can't have a thought of selling Conte. I can't fathom that. Right now, I think for me, if Chelsea does go on to win the Champions League, he is a candidate for for Ballon d'Or. He has to be.
Will they give it
might be an
to
overstatement.
a holding midfielder?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Right? It's always an attacker, right? I
Yeah,
think the
it's
last-
probably going to be
probably-
Messi. It's probably going to be Messi.
Probably going to be Messi, yeah. If not,
If not Messi, then I think if City wins the CL, then I think
Martial.
Kevin De Bruyne, might have a shot.
Right, okay.
Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz.
They aren't going to give it to a defender. Man.
I think the
Yeah.
last defender
They
was Cannavaro.
They did not. Yeah, Cannavaro with Real. They did not
something,
give
yeah.
it
Ages,
to.
yeah.
They did not give it to VVD. One of the best campaigns ever.
To be honest, not just really. The thing was, he was not the main element. Even Joe Gomez was actually quite underrated. He was amazing that season.
Yeah.
But he was the one missing piece which set the whole picture together.
I think the same's happening with City right now.
Yeah.
Like one season back, Stones wasn't that good,
Huh?
but he is
With Diaz, yeah.
he's actually looking really solid now.
I know this must be like a
Shivan's voice
weird-
right now.
Yeah, there was a lag. I know this is
lagging.
kind of like a pointless question, but let's do a season roundup for you guys. I know both of you guys are in the Champions League final, but how has it been? How does the future look? How are you investing in next season? How do you think is going to happen? Let's start with Mishra.
I have been saying this from the get go.
Dude, I am hyped.
I'm saying this from the get go. The minute Werner and Havertz were inducted in the Chelsea squad, I know for a fact that if not this year, next year the PL goes to them. I do not see anyone winning the PL other than Chelsea. If not Chelsea, then United, for the very fact that United have been very good, and
Yeah,
it's going unnoticed right now just because they are calling them second leg FC. The
Second half,
second half
second
FC.
half.
But I'm
Second half,
telling this
yeah.
right now, they have being good defensively, which used to be the problem with them.
We've overperformed.
That's my
not
opinion.
Yeah. So
That's my opinion.
what does City's future look like?
With
How are you
City,
thinking of the investing? Do you have any idea?
if City wins if City wins the treble, then what I expect
A
is for
treble.
us
You will win a treble, not the treble.
a treble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
then
One of them, yeah.
Yeah, one of them.
An inferior one.
then then what I expect from City in terms of buying new players is definitely someone to replace Aguero and have in the back when Jesus is not playing, and that can be anyone. If I were to pick favorites, I will go for maybe Harry Kane and then Erling Haaland if that can happen. But I would really love Kane to join City for the simple fact that that guy needs to move,
It
and
just
that
won't
guy
be fair
needs.
to the
Oh,
rest
yeah,
of us if Kane joins City. It's just not fair. Why are we playing the league? It actually doesn't make sense. You guys have won
So
already.
I imagine Kane being fed the ball by his KDB and Bernardo Silva and all those. It's just that then.
It's a
But yeah,
scary
That's
that's
scary.
prospect.
it.
That's actually really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shivang,
that's
what
the
do you think
situation.
about Chelsea's investment? Kya hone wala hai? How's the next season's looking forward?
Yeah, I know a lot of Chelsea fans have been looking at like Romelu Lukaku, and because we've sort of given up on Haaland at this point.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. I mean, he's a brilliant player, but I
Yeah.
don't think we can really afford that right now.
So you would
Especially for
probably
the
get rid of
150 million
Tammy
tag.
though,
It doesn't
right?
make sense. But I actually, yeah, I think Tammy's leaving. He's not signing another contract. He just sort of refused, and we can't really help it. I think he
So,
deserves better. Let's
so
just be real. He's
where
not
are you
been
going to
getting time.
invest? Where are you going to invest this window? Will it be in the defense or the midfield or the attack? I can't be the attack. You've already got Werner and Havertz.
I honestly think I really don't want another striker. I think we need to be investing in Havertz as a false nine. He's been doing a tremendous job. But where I think we might be having holes in the future is when N'Golo Kante isn't there. That's what I've been worried about for a long time. What happens when he leaves? We don't have anyone to cover that role.
Yeah, but
Jorginho,
see, that's the
he's
thing.
I don't like
he's
him
just
at all. I don't like him at all.
erratic.
People make fun about Bruno being the penalty merchant, but the fact is Jorginho is really a penalty merchant, and if he does not have a penalty in the game, his involvement in that game is next to none, in my opinion.
See, yeah, he puts on pressure.
He holds
He's
the
not-
shape for the team really well,
Yeah.
though.
And see, I like him. See,
That-
his role is
He's
a
not
deep
a
line.
he's
his-
not a Premier League player.
Yeah, his role is a deep line playmaker, and he's amazing in Napoli. But we are
He was,
My
yeah.
point
Premier
exactly.
League,
He's
yeah.
not. He's not for the Premier League. A player like him deserves to be in the league where the ball in the mid. He could have gone to Barcelona, to be very fair.
Very tactical. Yeah, he needs to play in that kind of system, not a
Yeah.
completely extreme press and just a gung ho fast system.
यहाँ पे लोग चक्कू वक्कू लेके मारने के लिए दौड़ते हैं यार, इतना स्लो प्लेयर नहीं चलेगा.
All right, just before we wrap up, I want to you guys.
But I think the
to-
biggest issue with Jorginho is...
Oh, go on.
Am I lagging? Is my voice lagging?
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah.
This is better now.
You making a point?
All right. So yeah, I was just saying the biggest issue with Jorginho has been he's been losing possession so often, and we have to find a way out of that because we actually rely so much on Conte's interceptions, right? Jorginho doesn't do that for us. I don't think he can do that for us. So he's some sort of a very active holding midfielder like Conte is, because that role has been really, really important for us.
And the coolest thing about Conte is not just interception, but he's been so important for ball progression. How he's giving the ball to Mount. He's running all over,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
29. It's incredible how
Yeah.
he has the stamina. So just before we
And it's
wrap it
actually
up,
going to be better in the finals if Kovacic is back.
Oh right, Kovacic, Conte, and Mount. Wow, that's an incredible
Yeah.
midfield.
I would rather have Pulisic.
No, he'll play in a forward.
Pulisic
position,
playing
right?
mid. I really would love.
As a right,
I really would
yeah,
love
on the right.
seeing. I would really love seeing Pulisic play mid with Mount and Conte, if that can happen somehow. Because as a winger, I really think he can be utilized better than in a attacking midfielder alongside Mount. That's my opinion.
I think he's at his best going out. I think he's at his best going forward. I can't see him playing in the midfield, honestly.
Yeah, because I think Mount, what's underrated is his defensive pressure as well. He can help out so much defensively. So when he's playing as an
Yeah.
8, he helps.
That's the point. That's
gives
the
more to
point.
the team.
If that's the point. If there is a midfielder who's going box to box, if there is a midfielder who's making interceptions, there should be a midfielder who's making key passes and ensuring that the ball reaches the striker. And I think Pulisic can have that role, especially for the fact that he is someone who has a very keen eye and moves the ball with the vision that he has. That's pretty much underrated. People just think that he moves very fast, dribbles, and then scores. But people have to look at the passing skills as well. In my opinion, it's very, very integral to his performances.
Right. Okay. So, all right. It's been a while since we've posted on the channel, and the last time we posted, it was a video about ESL. Now, all of us are supporters of teams that are part of ESL.
Glad that's
it's over.
gone.
Glad we went past that. But
Yeah,
now there's
but
been an issue that is before the government is the 50+1 rule. That is
No. That leaving that aside, I think that's going into politics of how the government is going to make the ownership life.
But I think that's important.
I just want to address the fact that the new proposed Champions League fundamental procedure, it's a very harassing procedure for players.
It's horrible.
Yeah. See, they've pretended
You already
like
have such a horrible schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, it says that it gives more chances to the smaller clubs, but I can't. I think I've just grown accustomed to the entire group system that I can't just look at another league.
It is going to hamper to domestic leagues in ways which we cannot imagine, and for the very simple fact that the players will tire themselves out.
Exactly.
If they play this much.
United right now, 5 games in 8 days, the 3 games in 5 right now.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's so stupid. Who is making the schedule? And with that Champions League lineup, has it been passed?
Yeah, I think it's been for 2024.
Yeah, it has.
I think it's been.
Game's gone.
It has.
It's
and you should see Pep's reaction to that. Dude, that was actually one of the best interviews I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was a brilliant interview. Just letting everyone know that pre-match interview which he gave about the whole the whole procedure of new Champions League. A brilliant piece by Pep Guardiola.
But actually, kudos to the Chelsea fans because they were protesting about the ESL outside, and it's great. And well done to the fans for standing up.
But I think that really fall in Chelsea's lap with how the matches were scheduled. If there was a City match, I think they would have been.
You won't have fans. Come on, let's be honest. Funny. No, but genuinely, even afterwards, you've had some good opponents, and you have not. There hasn't been a protest, an actual protest. United versus Liverpool, huge protest. We got it postponed.
But we don't really mind our owners. That's the whole point. Our owners aren't greedy, and even for Chelsea's ownership, they did not have. That's the whole point. They were misguided in a manner, and then we were the first club to fall back from it, and then it was Chelsea. The Chelsea fans were protesting because by then it was not assured. The time when City's match came, it was assured that we have taken back from the entire ESL thing. The problem with United comes because people actually want to see the Glazers out, and I think that's a topic for another day with someone who is more accustomed to United football.
Fair enough. All right, this was a fun discussion. Do we have anything more to add, guys?
I just want to say that Mendy is one of the best keepers I've seen.
Predictions.
In the past 2 weeks.
Predictions. I think Chelsea's going to win. No bias, of course. Chelsea's going to win.
Dude, if Mendy starts passing the ball.
Oh, yeah.
That's
even
the thing.
His positioning is, I'm kind of sus of it, man. I don't know.
It's been good. It's been good. In that City game, it was really good.
Yeah, it was. But I don't know. I don't trust him. It doesn't feel like a presence. I don't think that
I get that. I get that. That sweeper keeper role.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me just break it for you. Imagine Mendy with Ederson's distribution.
Dude, I like Alisson's distribution more than Ederson.
No.
Fuck off.
I do. I think Alisson, because he makes a few blunders. Maybe like 2 blunders.
No, I'd have to side with Ederson too.
Okay, guys.
Fuck off.
Alisson, it's Alisson Becker, not Alisson Bekar. I'm using this joke again. Alisson's great. Okay.
Chalo,
if Mishra had that joke, we would have roasted him for hours.
That's
So,
the
okay,
point. I'm
prediction
sleeping quite
time.
right now.
Guys, okay, Mishra, let's start off with you. Actually, let's start off with me. I think it's going to be 2-0 to Chelsea. Obviously, completely unpartisan, no bias. This is just facts. I've analyzed the game. All right, Mishra, what about you? What do you think?
Uh, I'm not going to make predictions for the very fact that whenever I make a prediction, it goes haywire.
Yeah, so predict for
So-
Chelsea, no?
No, fuck off.
No,
Fuck
don't be a buzzkill. Make one prediction.
off. I don't care. No,
He doesn't
I'm
care.
not going
City
to
fan
make
doesn't care about Champions League final. Okay, moving on to Shivang.
it. Yeah,
Prediction.
I don't.
All right, Shivang prediction, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say 2-1 Chelsea.
Perfect. As long as Chelsea
2-1
wins, I
Chelsea
don't
and
care.
Timo Werner scores the winner.
Oh my God, he has said it. Timo Werner scores the winner.
That's not going to happen. Timo Werner cannot score a goal against West Brom. Calm the fuck down.
All
But he
right,
scored against us, so
Yeah,
Dude, no one in Chelsea can score against West Brom.
yeah, that's true. That's a terrible record.
that's it.
All right. On this note, if you like any part of this video, like, comment, share, subscribe. Get us to 69 subscribers, guys. Come on, 69 subscribers. That's all I ask for. Okay. Chalo. Okay.
And also, thank you so
Yes.
much, Shivang, for joining.
Yes, Shivang,
I'm
this is
just gonna
great.
make Alt to do it.
For more Chelsea stuff, we want you on. Okay.
Thanks for
Good
having me, guys.
Yeah. Chalo. Cool.
Bye.
Bye bye.